I have with me Mr. Agnelo Fernandes from Kuwait, who has been the pillar to bring Goans who are stuck in Kuwait, who have already 2 flights have landed to Goa and plus more are yet to land. So I have Mr. Agnelo from Kuwait. Hello sir, and welcome to Goa 365.
Thank you.
Sir, I just
evening.
wanted to know, basically now already 2 flights have come, which 2 are already like they came full with passengers. So I want to know, how about you guys came up with this idea to bring the Goans who were stuck in Kuwait to Goa?
Okay, to start with, we have a very dynamic Goan here, Carmo Santos. He's very well known. He's the president of Goan Cultural Center in Kuwait, and his organization is registered in the Indian Embassy. He was the initiator of this idea, and he took, he collected 5 of us together. He said, well, let's do this flight because he has seen the pain and the suffering of many Goans who want to go back. We approached the embassy, and the 5 people with us are, one is Gasper, one is Bosco, one is Martin, and we are all connected with Carmo because whenever we do things, we do with him. He's very dynamic and very helpful and very enthusiastic about this. He had done this during Iraq invasion. Carmo Santos had already done something similar of airlifting Goans from Kuwait to Goa that time. Now, what was actually surprising for us was although there were so many flights, there was not a single flight to Goa under Goa Vande Bharat.
Yes, correct.
Not a single flight. Well, that was alarming, and that was actually very surprising. They came out a list now yesterday, a new one with 41 flights. The last flight is on 2nd to Goa, which is also not very. So what we did was, because there were many Goans who have lost their jobs, they are in pain, lost their termination contract. Some are sick, some want to go back because there are no salary for last 3 months.
Correct.
And the flights that are gone, the 2 flights that are gone, those are chartered flights by Indigo, not under Indian government.
Okay. So, yeah.
So for the last 5 days, we have been working with the Indian Embassy and with Air India, and we have written letters to the NRI Commission, to the Chief Minister, to my own home opposition member, MLA, Mr. Digambar Kamath. But the very disappointing thing was that we are not getting any response from them. That is what is hurting us most.
So, tell me one thing. Till date, how many passengers from Kuwait have landed Goa?
2 flights, I think.
Okay.
They have gone. So one went last Thursday. I think they had another 150.
Yes.
Now we have around 80 to 90 passengers in our list. We are collecting more.
Okay.
Some are very hesitant to give in the details or to come
Okay.
confirm with us. Not sure whether the flight will take off or not. Once it is confirmed, maybe many people will come.
So, was it difficult to get in touch with these people? Because there were lots of people who are stuck. You already said there were no salaries being paid to them. Then some people also lost their job, while some are just coming because they feel that this is a time we have to be at home. So, how was that period to collecting data and collecting people out there?
See, I myself, I have no experience in airline business. I'm a banker by profession. I've been in here for Kuwait for last 35 years. Now, initially when Mr. Carmo Santos told me, let's do this, I thought it was easy. But it was not easy actually.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of things to be done, a lot of data to be collected, a lot of people to meet. So we approached through social media. We sent out notices to social media. And for people who wants to go back, please contact us.
Okay.
With few details, we have given a predefined details that we require. So many people came back with the details and with the photocopies of their passport. Now, how do I know that they were in trouble? Because they kept calling and they kept asking about the flight. And during my conversation with them, they were discussing their troubles and problems that they're facing here.
Hmm.
So that was the time that we were moved and we said we should do something.
Hmm.
Last Thursday was the last time we contacted the Indian authorities through Indian embassy.
Hmm.
So we are still waiting for today, Monday, nothing happened. So we are still waiting with hope that something should come up.
Okay.
Our aim now is to move the flight on 1st August,
Hmm.
bring it forward.
Hmm. And
Because
how?
many people, I don't
Yeah.
think survival for the whole month of July will be more difficult for them.
Correct. And plus now the climate also is quite humid and hot there, so there is another kind of disadvantage where people are suffering more, I feel. So did you guys get any support from the Goa government or from any kind of political support from Goa here?
No, nothing. We did not get it. That's what we are trying for. Actually.
Hmm.
Somebody should call us or somebody should speak to us. So far, nothing.
So basically this complete plan has been done with a group of few Goans who helped to bring more than hundreds of them back to Goa without any political support.
Yeah, that's what. But actually, for me, my roots are in Goa. I Goan from the heart. And what pained me most is among the 41 flights and the flights that we had before, there was not a single flight for Goa.
Yeah.
Although Goa is not a small, although it's very small, but it's very famous. Everybody knows it.
Hmm.
So probably I'm not complaining. I'm not criticizing the government. Maybe they have their own challenges. They have
Correct.
their own issues.
Yes.
But what I want them to do is, this is not a time to do politics or take browning points against each other.
Yes, exactly.
This is a time that we all should come together. See, for me, as a banker, because banking still runs, I am fortunate to have my job. I still go to office.
Yes.
There are many who have lost their jobs for last 3 months. The companies are not paying salaries. Some have been given notices. People back at home have been told not to come. Different problems, different issues.
Correct. Because, yeah, I think this is a time not to play politics, but we should all come together because we are not fighting politics. We are basically fighting a pandemic, which we don't know what is next.
My only request to Goan government from Goa is, yes, they have their own challenges. They themselves are fighting an enemy there in Goa. But they should make an effort to walk a mile further, take that extra mile to help people who are outside.
Correct.
We are also Goans. We also need
Exactly. And I feel this COVID, this kind of virus, doesn't look any religion, caste, or any kind of surname. It will just you will get affected, because I don't think, because there is lots of discrimination that is going on. But how difficult was it, because you guys had to play a major role, because you had to send people from 2 different countries, like it's from Kuwait to India.
Kuwait to India, but the problem is those earlier flights we were not involved. At least I was not involved in the flight, and I appreciate those people, because now I know the flight that went last week. I know how difficult it is to put these things together. It is not easy. It's not like a car that if you don't have a driver, you can say I will sit in the steering wheel and drive. There are a lot of permissions, and we need help. We need help for people who can make decisions. If my voice can reach to the Goan government through this interview, I would be more than happy. Not that I don't know. I know people in the government, like Mr. Digambar Kamath, the MLA, opposition MLA, is my neighbor.
Okay. So I hope, as you said, you wish that this voice reaches to the Goa government and also to other people who can come out and help you guys and all across the world who wants to come back. So was it another big challenge, because you said there were lots of paperwork involved? How was that financial thing for y'all?
we are still not reached to that point. We are only collecting data. This
Okay.
is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Hmm.
What do I say? This is just the trailer. The film is yet to come.
Yeah.
We have to gather the information, give it to the embassy. The embassy then will check if there are people who can travel, who can't travel. The issue is, embassy has given white paper, or we call it a travel document, to some with an expiry date of 30th March.
Oh.
They couldn't travel because there was no flight. Now
Okay.
they want to know whether they can go with this flight or no. We have sent this request to Indian Embassy on Thursday. We will follow up tomorrow morning, because Friday, Saturday is a holiday.
Yes, exactly. So, what is the response that you got? Because you said you made your group and your initiative public on social media. So, what was that response? How was the response that you guys got?
Response was very good.
Okay.
Response was good. We have got around 70 to 80 now. So we had a good response. People will go. As far as the financial part is concerned, we have
Yes.
not reached to that point. Now, many of those people, I don't know who can afford, who cannot afford. Who can afford to pay. Many of those people will have to see case by case.
Yes.
Those who can't afford, maybe we'll have to get together, do some leverage as far as
Yes,
money
exactly.
is concerned. And the whole idea of not doing a chartered flight and going through government was, and I might be wrong, the chartered flight is more costlier than the government sponsored flight. That is my
Exactly.
understanding.
Correct. Correct.
But I don't know how far Air India is going to give us a quotation on. We have not reached there. We will negotiate. The Air India manager is very, very good. Very, he's been a good friend. We
He's
know
kind
him.
of very proactive in such decision making as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
like
tell
I-
me,
like I
going ahead, how was it discussing with the foreign ministries, the foreign affair ministry also, because they have to be involved in this, because this is a matter between two different countries. So how was that part of the challenge for you guys?
Now, when we collect the data,
Hmm.
we have to give that data in a soft format to the Indian Embassy. Then the Indian Embassy takes over, sends it to the Minister of External Affairs in
Okay.
Delhi, and then the approvals come from there. In the meantime, Ministry of Indian Embassy will do the homework here. Who can travel, who cannot travel, who have got cases against them, should not have. So, we have, what I feel is we're just at the beginning point. Once the flight is confirmed with a date, because most of the questions I am getting on my phone today, when is the date? We are supposed to leave on 29. We don't have the next date.
Correct.
That tentative date was 29, has passed today.
Yes. It's
So once the date is fixed,
yes.
then the groundwork will start.
Correct. So you guys are already prepared to go ahead.
Yeah. We are
Okay. So coming back, there were lots of politicians in Goa itself and also in across the country in India as well, where they openly have urged the chief ministers or the prime ministers or even for the union external affairs ministers and civil aviation ministers to make arrangement for the evacuation of Goan stagnant especially in UK, USA, Dubai, Kuwait and other parts of the world. So you guys didn't contact, you said you already contacted the opposition leader and you said there was no
And we
you
have
didn't get a
done-
fruitful
I
reply. So
Yeah,
did
and
you
I've
not
contacted the
go
NRI
ahead to
Commission.
reply to other or get in contact with other ministers or other officials?
See, when I wrote to NRI Commissioner like a couple of weeks before, I clearly told him that what I have noticed is other states are picking up their people.
Okay.
If you see the rooster
Yes.
as an example that was
Yes.
released yesterday, you see there are flights to Delhi, to Kerala, from so many places.
Yes.
Why not Goa?
Correct.
My take on that is the only thing is time and again I have said that I don't want to politicize this issue. But my only aim is, and the whole idea of making this interview also, I tried in all the ways to reach to people who are making decisions. But looks like they don't want to listen to me. At least Goa 365 will reach them, hopefully. The most painful thing is most of the people whom data I have collected, or we have collected, all 5 of us, they are not white collar jobs. They are people, either drivers, salaried people who don't understand much of these things.
Okay.
And their only question is, has Goa forgotten us? Has the Goan government forgotten us? My only request to Goan government is to everybody, to Mr. Sawant, to all others who are NRI commissioner, just walk that extra mile, please, and get these permissions and approvals in place. Because if you are not in the theater,
Yes.
if you are in the theater and if you listen to these people, it is painful. There is no food for them to eat. There is no jobs. There is no money. They are alone, not doing jobs, sitting in the room for the last 3 months. It's really painful, pathetic, and I don't know what are the English words.
I think I got goosebumps when I heard this now. How I'm just listening through you. You have seen those tears rolling from their eyes. You have heard their plea. How was your reaction at that moment?
See, my reaction was actually, we do social activities, lot of social activities with Mr. Carmo Santos. Even he is moved. He is ready to do anything. He is the president of Goan Cultural Center. Gasper Crasto also is another very well known in Kuwait. Bosco Letao, also from Chinchini, also very famous in Kuwait. We all are getting together to do this, not because we have free time. We don't have free time. We are going out of the way because we have heard the stories. There is one lady who is 6 months pregnant, and she has no medical check because she came on a visit visa, and she needs to travel back. See, the rule is, if you have a residency here, then they will give you medical checkups. Visitors don't have medical. Plus, most of the clinics are now, there is what should I say, there is a pressure of medical professional, because most of them are shifted to COVID-19 patients.
Correct.
She said she was practically in tears yesterday. She said, please, I told her, if this was a car, I would have driven you back, but I am helpless.
I don't know what to say ahead, but
this is the second stage that we are going through. But should be fine. Should be fine in the sense, if you are working, if you have jobs.
correct.
People who don't have jobs, people who are sick. There is a lot of termination.
Yeah. Now you said that you're already in touch with lots of Goans out there. I think there are about many Goan communities also. So what is their reaction when they came to know that you, a group of men, are coming out to help the Goans out there to go back home to Goa? So what was their reaction? I think you must have got n number of calls and maybe good wishes also. Some people even pleading to you, help us also. So how was that reaction that time?
The reaction is very good. Some of them, they don't know that only we 5 of us have taken this initiative. Many are thinking that this is the Goa government is doing it for us. But this time, this does not matter. Taking credit is not important now. The important is there should be a flight to take these people back.
Yeah.
But collecting brownie points is not our aim.
Exactly. So basically this is not to gain any kind of fame or any kind of sympathy or any kind of wealth. It's basically just to help the other hand to go back home or to make sure they don't suffer more.
Yes. And just let me put on the record, a flight that went last week, hats off to them, because I know, being involved in making a flight, how long and how much trouble it takes.
Correct.
There were few people, I don't know, I cannot get their names now, I don't have in front of me. But I understand they took a lot of trouble uh, in repatriating those Goans from Kuwait.
So,
They have flown by Indigo.
yeah, go ahead, sir.
No,
So-
that's fine. Just make sure that my request, what should I say, like this, to the Goa government, please do something for these people. See, we are fine. I am fine by the God's will. Many are fine.
Yes.
We still work. But there are few who are in a pathetic condition. These are Goans. These are our brothers. We cannot see. There are people with no food. How much can you help? Just tell me. How much can you help? How long can you help?
Exactly. But
So this is up to the Goa government. And my only request is the flight that is on. If they are listening to this interview, the flight that is on 2nd should be somewhere in July, mid-July, 10th or 15th.
okay.
And that would be great.
So, did you guys not contact the Chief Minister's office or Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant?
We did.
What was the response?
Last week only, we did it on Thursday. So we're giving him a time, maybe today, tomorrow, we'll call him.
So he said he'll give you a call back.
No, we sent him an email.
Okay.
So, Mr. Carmo Santos, yes, during I don't know whether you are aware, during the Vibrant Goa, we were invited and we had gone to Goa that time for that function last year. That time we had met him. I don't think he remembers us because he meets maybe millions of people.
Yes,
per day.
exactly.
But we have mentioned that meeting. We have written it to him. Mr. Carmo
So-
Santos is following us.
So you guys emailed on Thursday. Today is
We are
Monday.
waiting.
There was no reply.
No, there was nothing here. But before this interview, I just checked my email.
Okay.
Maybe I can tell you something is come.
No positive reply from the Goa government, but yet you guys are still hoping that something might come from them.
Yes. The only positiveness that came, or what should I say, a bright light at the end of the tunnel came. There is a flight on 1st August in the new rooster.
Huh.
That is the only thing that we heard. Rest, as far as we are concerned, I have not heard anything. I wish something comes today or tomorrow. And see, seriously, this is not to criticize them or to put the Goa government down.
Exactly,
It's not about
exactly.
politics.
I totally agree on this.
This is maybe
That is
one
what
of
I
the days
just
when
felt it
work
because
out.
the way you explained to me, I felt it because even I have family members who are abroad. I have neighbors, I have friends who are abroad. So it's, I understand, but do you think there is lack of understanding or what?
No, looks like it is. They are
Or too many things
they're busy
are
with their own
under that umbrella.
on them. Yeah, too many things under that umbrella because they are fighting their own battles in Goa. I know
Yes,
that.
I agree.
I understand that.
Exactly. Like how much can you fight?
Only thing then, the only other option is chartered flights.
Which will be much more expensive and which will be much more difficult for a person who has nothing to come back.
Not yet to come. That's the meaning.
I think, and now you, a group of 5 men, are getting hundreds of them or trying to get hundreds of them back to Goa. So what do you feel about your situation and about those people who have already come in? And what about the people who are going to come through you guys to Goa, about their test and what is that?
Now, we had done some interaction on the last flight that landed on Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday morning.
Correct.
Okay. There were quite few friends of us on that flight. We have taken all the procedures, SOPs from them, what's to be done. We have documented them and we plan to, they have given their own feedback, what should be brought, what should be done, where to go when you land, how much money you should carry. We have all documented it. When our people go, we will give them this instructions, what to do, how to go, what to take, what not to do. So we are still talking to them. They're still not back home. Some of them, I think today they will be going. So tonight we'll talk to them. We'll see how. See what happens is, I understand before initially there were a lot of hitches. But as the days will go by, the things will get streamlined, and people will know what to do. The authorities will know what to do. They might know how to shorten the process, make it easier for passengers to come. So that will be an ongoing process. But as what we know, we will give it to them. We have documented that, what they should do, what they should not do. We are talking to the people who have already landed. We are still looking for 30, 40 more, which will happen. Which will happen, not a problem. Many are very hesitant to give in their details and confirm with us because they don't know. Our flight might be the last, or there might be chartered flights before us, so we don't know. Once the date is confirmed, then we will get the numbers. I think so.
Okay.
I'm very confident of that.
So, before we end, I think we had a beautiful discussion. I also got to know you little bit more personally, and you're a really wonderful person to speak to also, and the ideology that you have to help people is tremendous. Thank you so much for helping. On behalf of every Goan out here, I would personally like to thank you and all the members of your group, the Goa Cultural Center Association, that group that you have. Thank you so much for helping one another, the Goan brothers and sisters, to come back, and also the others as well. But before I end, would you like to say something to Goans out here, or even Goans out there, or anyone that you would like to say something to?
The only thing I would like to say, Goans, is we want to help. There is that appetite to help. But how much we can do in these conditions, we don't know.
Yes.
But anyone who's in distress, there are 5 listed numbers on our social media messages. They can contact us. We would more than happy to speak to them. I just spoke to somebody who was very desperate just now, like 1 hour before, and I told him, don't take tension, because tension is another sign for sickness.
Exactly.
I said, we'll make it. Have faith. Have faith. We'll make it. Don't be tense. That's all. The only thing is, I would be very happy. Very happy. I would say, if this interview opened the ears of the Goan government and somebody contacts us, that would be great. Not for political purposes, not for money purposes, just on humanitarian basis. Because the situation is getting day by day worse. I don't see any COVID cases declining in Kuwait. Yes, they are on a decline. There's a U curve. But still, all things are not open. Restaurants are not open. Transport is not there. So, and many people who are working in this field are jobless.
I think on that note, sir,
just make sure this one, you send my interview to the people who are concerned and give them my regards and tell them I'll see them when I'm back, if I'm back.
You will be definitely, because you will get lots of blessings and good wishes as well. And I think on your behalf and every Goan across the world, I would also like to appeal to everyone out there to just make sure that you show some concern to a person standing beside you or behind you, or help someone, because this time a small gesture can bring a big smile on your neighborhood or your friend's face, or even on any person's face. A small gesture can make them feel much more special. I think on that note, thank you so much, sir, Mr. Agnelo Fernandes, for being a part of Goa 365. Hope this interview reaches to many across the world, and especially those who could help you guys also. And thank you so much. And I think on that note, we had a beautiful discussion with Agnelo from Kuwait. Keep watching Goa 365.